All right, here we go. Looks good. Evening all. Give us a thumbs up underneath as per usual. If we come through loud and clear, hopefully we are. Evening Peter, evening Paul. See who else is about. Everybody's probably out having a barbecue or something. Who knows? Don't know. Another top tip, check that your live is live. If you put up the controls down below, or if you're on a tablet or something, tap on your screen. Bottom left corner, it says live. There should be a little red dot next to it, which means you are live. Live, or as live as can be. I think if there's not the red dot there, if you click where it says live, it updates and makes it live. Doesn't make any sense? Not really, does it? Anyway, that seems to be the top tip. Evening Peter, Stella, Gary, Daniel. Hello. Right, so what have we got tonight? Have a quick look through the spares sales. Not terribly exciting, is it? But I said I would, so we will. 2 weeks' time, we've got the book sale. Small books to list yet. That's this week's project to finish off that sale. I think 60 odd books there at the minute. 400 odd magazines. There's a bunch of photographs. There's some other odd bits and bobs as well, sort of papery things to add into that sale. I don't know why it's saying one odd spares there when there's not any. That's interesting. Seems to be a mysterious non-existent spare part. Perhaps there's something I forgot to put in the auction. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, evening Peter. Let's have a quick look through the bits. I'm not sure if there's anything terribly exciting, but I said I would. I want to collect this stuff. I mentioned on the thing, but I'm not really about tomorrow. I've got meetings and things tomorrow. Hopefully some exciting stuff and bits and bobs to do in and out and round and about. But Tuesday onwards, I'm sort of around pretty much all week, I think, here in Cambridge. And then Saturday, I'll be at the Elephant House. Pretty short period. It's only going to be 11 till 12 next Saturday. So I've got to whiz off afterwards. But if you want to collect stuff from Leamington, if that's more convenient, next weekend, you're welcome. Elephant House on Saturday. Sunday, I'm going to the seaside. Yay. Just hopefully it's sunny. Or if you want to leave bits, if you intend to buy a magazine and books, we can stick them all in one parcel and send them to you, then you can do that. Just let me know. But please do get them paid for, though. Then that way I can pay the sellers out. Evening Shane, evening Jansen's, evening. What is it down here? Exciting? Not very exciting, are they? These are all sort of £2, £3 bits. Nobody wanted any coin slides, interestingly. Clock, new Jennings clock in a box, £42. That's a bit better. Something that didn't sell for a pound or two. Slightly worth more of the effort. Yeah, not much on that first page, was there? Some of them were bits and bobs left over from the last time. Bandit case 32. Mechanisms, there's a few mechanisms in this time. They were making reasonable money, really. Mills 10 stop on Old Penny, 120. That one. I'll zoom this up a little bit. Is that better? Let's see. Oh, that's too much. Oh dear, what's happened there? Click something wrong. Come up with terms and conditions. You don't want that, do we? That's better. The set of cast iron feet there, 24. Cheap, I thought. The ABT gun, 130. Roller top cabinet, 40 quid. Repro one, obviously, at 40 quid. Another Make a Jubilee, make that time 90. Coins, we're making the usual sort of money the coins do. So we put some in because I've got quite a few in stock. More bits. Jennings handle, 16 quid. The Jennings cabinet, somebody asked, the clear perspex one, that will go in the July the 30th sale. We'll have a quick run through the bits that are in that sale in a minute. That's why it wasn't in the spares sale. Jennings Bandit bits there, 44, quite a lot of bits there actually. Cabinet bits, pump 22, and anything else that stands out. Bearmat Mech 24, Mills 10 stop Mech 42. Some of these mechs have got bits missing there, sort of more or less complete, I think. 10 stop Mech 24, 10 stop Mech 40, real bundle 36. You could have had a whole mech there with a real bundle in it for 24. I didn't quite understand that, but there we are. Jennings Governor mech on a 1p, 75. The other one didn't make it. That one can be 75 if anybody wants it. Just a few, not many bits had reserves on, a couple of odd things did. Bearmat handle and coin mech and all the gubbins, 65. Bearmat mech 36. Aristocrat front door, 24. I thought that was cheap really, if you think what it would cost if you've got a rough one to get it re-chromed. And this one you could just, it was pretty good nick really, just swap them over. I think someone got a bargain there. I'm sure they make their Aristocrat look very smart. Aristocrat mech, £80 with the rotary escalator on. Locks, 5 of them, 46 and 48. 10 of a lock, that was pretty alright, wasn't it really? Cast iron feet, 14. The enamelled one, 28. I thought they were quite intriguing. Enamelled feet, cheap really for a set of feet. Motors, nobody seemed to want motors. Award card frames, 10 and 18. Some ginger tokens, a lot of people were after those. Go in the little ginger, Gretchen ginger tray stims, 30. Nice to have the original tokens. The Avalanche front door and back flash, 30 quid. Hopefully that will reappear as a complete machine. A cash box and 5 power cups, 48. That was alright, was it? Less than a tenner a cup. Can't really went at that. Load of locks are 20. Cash box door, 44. Ollie Wales hinges. Hinges there on a base plate, 24. Not bad really for hinges, is it? Hard things to find. Gypsy sign, 26. Governor flashes, 7, 8. Pound and 6. Varied a bit. Chieftain, 26. These are flashes, 18. 16 for Rambling Rose. Splashdown, 22. Happy Days, 30. And Roulette, 3. Then the Boland castings. I thought these might do well because they're really hard things to find. And I've seen a few bandits over the years. We've sold a few where they've got castings missing. So Greyhound Racer, the kind of real surround and the award card surround, 38. The Greyhound Racer, the Greyhound on the kind of, I suppose it's a target. Why would you have a Greyhound on the target? I don't know. But anyway, 44. The Pennies Only top little bit, 16. The White City top flash, 14. Thought that might make a bit more because I've seen 2 or 3 machines with that missing. The actual top flash, because I think they just got kind of wrenched off. Your favourites, 20. The Film Stars, 36. Little top flash. Made a lot more than the White City, interestingly. But I guess the Film Stars tends to be a more common one. The one you see more often, I think, the Film Stars. £10 for the big star. 26 for Sega Mills Gold Award mech and trip leather. 120 the set of pushy shooter feet, cast alley ones. Evening David. The Earl's bottle shooter gun, 380. Seems a lot, but when you consider what a whole machine is worth, which is a lot of money, if you've got a machine with a gun missing, probably a bargain, really. Globetrotter pin table plate for 14. The Empty Bandit case, 38. It was in pretty nice condition, really, apart from it's filthy dirty. Shove a mech in it. The not quite complete Mills high top, 520. Might seem a lot to some, but it's actually quite a good bandit, really. Wants a bit of work, but good solid oak cabinet. All the castings, everything stamped up Mills, etc., etc. It will make quite a nice machine, really, with a bit of work. Real bundle again. Quick Acceptor 30. Dagger handle 170. Hotly fought after. Must be a lot of machines with dagger handles missing. Bandit stand 36. What have we got? A couple of all-win cups, 14. I don't know what these little plastic cups off is quite interesting. Like 190, the red one. Don't know. 192, the slot with the grip handle. Somebody asked me for one of them, 55. So hopefully they got it, whoever it was who asked me for one a few weeks ago. A few bits didn't sell. We've got some coin slots, just a few pounds each. Little pennies only plaque, £24. Seems a lot of money for a little bit of plastic, but it does finish your Ollie Wells all win off, doesn't it? I think I might have got one of those somewhere in my spares department. I'll have to dig it out. Buy a few tea bags with that, couldn't we? The Dial for Money top flashes, I thought they were quite fun because the machine's really interesting. £8.06. And last up, the little Whirlwind machine, or the remains of, £60, which is kind of cheap really, because it's a rare machine. Lovely deco casting, but needs rather a lot of bits. So there we are. So I say next up, 2 weeks' time, is the books sale. And then on the 30th is the proper sale. So let's have a quick look at what's in for that. Just run them through, and then we'll have a look at a nice little film I've found again. Hang on a minute, where's my new lots? That's this button here. So all this stuff is in the 30th of July auction. Any questions, far away. Gary, do you ever get any EM Bally Bandit coin counters? Not often. Don't tend to get many EM bits in. But put a wanted up on the Colcon website. Might be a good idea. That might drag some in if you want some. Yeah, next spare sale. Oh, don't know. There's a lot of work, but there's no money in it. In fact, I'll probably lose money on it really when I paid the what it cost me to hire, as it were, the Easy Live system. It's kind of a service to the slotty community, and it kind of feels like community service doing it, I can tell you. But there we are. I dare say we'll do another one, probably end of the year, I guess. Wait for another good batch of stuff to accumulate. So yeah, it's usually if you're bringing other stuff and dropping it off, and you've got odd bits and bobs, drop them off. We'll gather them all up and do one probably at the end of the year. There'll be a book sale at the end of the year as well, another one, because people have asked to put books in. This is all one guy's collection basically, but other people have asked, and other books as well, like Fairground Books, Circus Books, and so on and so on. Again, we'll do another big book sale end of the year, probably sort of before Christmas. And when the missus is asking what she can buy for Christmas, you can say, oh, look, there's a nice book in the sale I want. Let's be sexist about it, why not? So that might be good, I think, for the end of the year. So yeah, so this stuff is all in for the 30th of July. I'll start cataloguing that as soon as I finish the books, which is this week's project. Hopefully that sale should be done. I won't get much done tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday probably. It's kind of what I'm aiming for, end of Wednesday, finish off all that stuff. And then get that up on Easy Live, hopefully a bit earlier than usual. So you can get bidding away. That one's sort of done and dusted then, and then I can make a start on the proper auction, as we'll call it, for the end of July, which all this stuff's in. Because there's a lot of stuff again. There's more coming in yet. Entries close on the 16th of July, so you've got 2 weeks today if you've got stuff to get it to me. The same around Cambridge most of this week, other than tomorrow. Saturday at Leamington, but I'm only there 11 till 12 this weekend. And then next week I've got a bit of running about to do, or sorry, the week after. So bear all that in mind if you're coming. If you want to come and view any of the machines, as I said, I think the other night, if you leave it a week, or leave it basically until it's started catalogue, until they start appearing on the website, because at the moment everything's kind of stacked up and stored and you can't really see it. But obviously once I've got it out to photograph it properly, and a bit more space, then you're always more than welcome to come and see it. I'll try and get little videos done them all again as usual, little twirly videos, so you can see everything all the way around. and onwards we go. Right, where are we? I think we're nearly up to the end of these, and then we've got a good little film to look at, which is quite interesting. And then we'll wrap things up again, and all carry on. Gonna have something to eat. Marvellous. These are Blackpool bits going past at the minute. Good Dragon's Head there off the Valhalla ride, off one of the cars. Quite like that. Not sure what I'd do with it, but then again, I'm never sure to do most of the things I buy, so what the hell. I'll just pull up while we're waiting for the last of these. What else is on the wanted list on the slotty front? Because I think there's been a few additions recently. So just in case you've got anything. You might fancy putting it in a sale. Cash it in while the going's good. Do people who advertise on the wanted side get told if the machine they want comes into auction? They should do, but that bit is not quite working at the moment. That bit's not been quite working since I reprogrammed the website about a year ago. So it's on my jobs list to do. Realistically, probably won't get done until the winter. There's a lot on the next few weeks, as you can imagine. And hopefully in some few days' time, some big news that will make things a bit easier, hopefully. Stay tuned, as they say. Alright, I think we're up to just about the last of these. I think the last thing added on was another little vending machine. Then we'll have a quick look at the wants, then the film, then we can all go home. Excellent. Goodbye, then my tea will be cold, which is usually about time to sign off, isn't it? Topshop couple of people have asked, does it work? Yes, it does. It pays out rolls of polos or anything similar that you can put in it. That sort of roll of polo sized. Good money taker. I used to operate one many, many years ago. The Pace has got extra reel on it. Very interesting machine. I will put the history up of that in due course. There's a little close up of the extra reel on the side, which I shouldn't think ever paid out in his life. The odds must have been so long. The rare chip or bust. I was particularly interested in that. Brian's Trickler, but I can't find the serial number on anywhere. So if anybody knows where I should be looking, in case I'm looking in the wrong place, but I can't see it. Another little vendor. Oh, I think that's it. Is that it? Does it go back to the steam engine? Yes, it does. Okie dokie. Let's quickly put back over here. So wanteds, any more wanteds? People are wanting at the moment Octopus for around £800-ish. Brenco Mystery Arrow. Don't know if there are any of those existing. Anybody know? Not sure. Wheel of Fortune. There's a few of those around because we've sold 2 or 3 over the years. Obviously a Brenco fan in. Brenco Heads and Tails. The Twinkle Toes, which I'd still love to see. It just keeps going up and up. I think that was the very first thing, I think, that went on the wanted page about 2 years ago. And it keeps going up and up. Well, look, and the Dial for Money. We had the top flashes from today. That's interesting. That's gone up. Rifle range, Streets rifle range. You know, I've not seen one of those for a long time. I wonder where they've all gone. 2,000 for a match of fruit. 2,000 for a conveyor. 2,000 for a steerable. There's some good money on offer. So do keep an eye on this page if you've got any of this stuff. That's always worth a look. To see what people are wanting. Because remember, once they've bought one from somewhere else, if they can, then they're not going to want to buy yours, are they? So have to strike while the iron's hot, as the old saying goes. There we go. John Smith, will the 30th of July auction be a collection from Cambridge? Yes, it will be, but also from Leamington after, as per usual. So what I tend to do, I'm usually around in Cambridge for sort of the week following the auction to collect stuff from here, where everything at the moment is based. Won't be for much longer, hopefully. And then the weekend after, the weekend following the auction, I pile anything anybody wants to collect from Leamington into my big van, trundle over to Leamington, usually on the Saturday or the Sunday, to meet people if they want to collect there, and try and be there for sort of 2 or 3 hours around the middle of the day. So if you're Midlands or further west and it's a bit easier to get to, it gives you a chance to get there and collect it. And you can drop off stuff at the same time, of course, as well. Jansen says, just found a rare bimbo box style machine called the Children's Box Fun Machine. Never heard of that one. Email us a picture. We'll put it up on next week, or Tuesday night, or Sunday night. There's usually more people tune in on a Sunday night, but yeah, email a picture and we'll see if we can find anything out about it. Gary, can you remind me what is the date for the open day at Paul's? Don't know yet. Paul is on tonight, I think, and we haven't sorted it out yet. But we will do. It says, sounds like a mini bimbo box. The children's box. Yeah, there's loads of different versions of bimbo boxes we found a long time ago when we were looking at them. I think it's when I sold the last one. Ranging from dinky little versions with 4 or 5 in, I think, up to huge versions with, I don't know, 20 in or something. Some with vending machines on as well. Quite a few different versions, really popular thing. Paul says on Sunday 24th of September. There you go. It says the mini bimbo has 5 monkeys. That's it, yeah. 24th of September. There we are then. So pencil that in your diaries. Let's see. 24th of September. 24th of September. We're doing something in September. I think we're going to Harry Potter thing. I can't remember what date it is. I'll have to check. I'm never very good at writing things in diaries, necessarily like a week or so ahead. Anyway. Gary, damn, my best friend's 70th is that day. Well, bring him along. Perfect birthday present, isn't it? A day out in an amusement arcade, all to yourself, virtually. Sounds like a great birthday present to me. I'd love it. If not, we'll have to be October. We'll liaise on it. I can't remember what dates I put in for auctions in. Because end of September, early October, one of those weekends will be the auction. Yeah. We'll think on that one. We'll try and confirm it by next Sunday. I'll have a word with Paul in the meantime. But yeah, a few people have asked me. He's got a catered barbecue. Oh, all right then. Could be bidding live from Paul's. Oh, that's a thought. Yeah, we could do, couldn't we? Could take my computer down and auction from the arcade. Yeah, it might be a bit complicated, mightn't it? Not only that, it ties me up for the day and I can't chat to people, so yeah. Anyway, shall we have a look at this little film and then we'll round things off? Oops. Let me plug my thingy jiggles in. As usually, it's only about 2 or 3 minutes long, I think, but quite a nice little film. So it's from 1962, this one. And it might look familiar to some people. But yeah, here we go. Right, let's have a look.
Bright, attractive housing estates are springing up all over the country. Architects everywhere are kept busy providing designs in keeping with the critical eye of the modern house purchaser, who is no longer content with a pile of bricks and windows. Yes, people are more design conscious, and that goes for the little people too. Here in the land of the little people at Southport, designer Mr. T.F. Dobbins carefully plans the building of Lilliput. The buildings have been constructed in a variety of materials: Yorkshire stone, slate, limestone, concrete, and specially prepared timber that will withstand all weathers. So realistic are they, and such is their attraction, that more than 1 million people, the full-grown variety, have come here since it was opened in 1957.
1 million people, nice.
Barry Sutton is the lad with the magic touch. Because latter-day Gullivers obviously can't expect to see the little people, he models them when there's no one about to show us what they look like. The horticultural aspect of this 2 acres of make-believe is itself almost unbelievable. Velvet smooth lawns are bordered by literally thousands of deciduous trees, evergreens, flowering shrubs and plants. In the greenhouse, thousands more dwarf conifers are trimmed to a size in keeping with the land's inhabitants. But admire the landscape for yourself. The leisure time of the little people has been well catered for. They are provided with facilities for golfing, yachting, fishing, swimming, and there's this magnificent sports stadium. They certainly don't believe in all work and no play here, but neither do they expect all play and no work. Many of the townspeople, for example, are occupied at the local biscuit factory. To maintain the village, there is a staff of 20, including night workers. It's hard work in the service of the little people, but it's worthwhile work just to see the wonderment on any child's face. Now, who says they don't believe in fairies?
Oh, there you go. They were cut very funny, those little films, for some reason. There we go. That's sweet, wasn't it? So that's Southport Model Village, built by the same people who built Great Yarmouth Model Village, which I'm sure many of you have been to see Peter's Arcade. And I did notice that Peter might be able to tell us, he knows more about these than I do, that Southport, I didn't see a fairground, model fairground in the Southport one. Well, that was, so 1957 Southport was built, and I think Mary of Yarmouth, I think, was built in 1961, I think I remember reading. I don't know, I've been reading up about them this afternoon. There's lots of dates whizzing around my head. But I think it was South 61, and Babbacombe as well was the other one they had. So there we are, rather nice, eh? But yeah, thought it was quite a good little film. Right, so anything else I need to tell you? I don't think so. Oh, Peter says only Yarmouth had a fairground, I believe. That's interesting. I wonder why that was. I'm guessing because it probably was a lot of aggro, lots of moving bits, compared to the kind of the static models of most of everything else. Which I think is pretty problematic, especially being outside in all weathers, little motors and electrical contacts and things. Absolute nightmare. Yes, very hard to keep going. There we are. Yeah. I suppose in Yarmouth being sort of very just along from the, well, next door to the Pleasure Beach, it was appropriate. I don't know where Southport's was in relation to Southport Pleasure Beach. I never went to the Southport one. So the model village that's in Southport now isn't this one. This one was demolished in 1987 and is now underneath Morrison's. And they literally, apparently, I was reading up, balls out, it smashed it into the ground. The property developers insisted that the lovely big castle and 2 or 3 other big things were smashed up rather than being relocated anywhere else. Much to the dismay of many locals, it seems. So there we are. That's no more, but there is a new one in which opened in the mid-90s, I think, in Southport, the one that's there now. So let's try and find some clips of that in due course. And when I get round to it, I'll add it onto the website under the attractions department. There we are. Right, so I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah. So this week is all going to be about books, magazines, etc. Getting that sale finished off and making a start on the proper auction, as we'll call it. So keep an eye out for that. Be another video Tuesday night as usual. A little update of where we're at and anything new that's come in. And we'll see some of you in the week, no doubt, to pick your bits and bobs up, or at Leamington on Saturday. Either way, get in touch. If you want to come evenings as well, if that helps, you're more than welcome. Other than Saturday, as I say, Saturday is going to be very tight for time, 11 till 12. So I've got to whiz there and then whiz off somewhere else on Saturday afternoon. That's it, I think. Right, I shall wish you all a happy Monday and Tuesday. Catch you Tuesday night. And we'll do it all again then. Marvellous. Nighty night.